I used to think gratitude journals were a complete joke. Seriously, my life was crazy stressful. I always felt like I wasn't doing enough, and writing down 3 good things sounded like putting a tiny band-aid on a sinking ship. It felt cheesy, and a giant waste of time when I had a million other things to do. How could writing in a notebook for 5 minutes actually change anything? But I kept hearing about it. It was everywhere. Then I found a study that actually got my attention. It said people who practice gratitude aren't just happier, they have a lower risk of depression and go to the doctor less often. Fewer doctor visits? Okay, now I was listening. I was still skeptical, but I had to try it. So I decided to run the ultimate experiment on myself. I committed to a 5-minute gratitude habit every single day for 30 days. No excuses. In this video, I'm going to show you the unfiltered results of my 30-day challenge, what I learned, and how this tiny habit literally, and I am not kidding, transformed my entire life. To understand how insane this change was, you have to see how bad it was before. From the outside, my life looked fine, but inside, I was running a marathon with no finish line. The second I woke up, my brain would start scanning for problems. The email inbox, the deadlines, the laundry, the weird noise the car was making. It was an endless checklist of stress before I even had my coffee. And it turns out, there's a name for this: the negativity bias. Basically, our brains are hardwired to look for danger to survive. But in the modern world, that just turns into non-stop anxiety. I was a textbook case. I was so focused on what was wrong that I was completely blind to what was going right. I'd hit a huge goal at work, and instead of being happy, I'd feel a little relief, and then immediately think, okay, what's next? There was zero contentment. I was just chasing the next thing, and it was never enough. My relationships were feeling it too. I was more irritable. I found fault in everything, and I had no patience for the people I loved most. My sleep was a total disaster. I'd just lie there replaying every mistake from the day. It was exhausting. I felt stuck, and I thought trying to fix it with a journal was like trying to fix a battleship with a roll of tape. I could not have been more wrong. So for my 30-day challenge, I made the rules so simple anyone could do it. The entire point is consistency, not perfection. This is the exact 5-minute method I followed. Pay attention. First, when to do it. I did it first thing in the morning. I used a technique called habit stacking and linked this new habit to my morning coffee, something I already do. Before my phone, before my laptop, I would sit down with my coffee and a notebook. Second, what to do. The challenge was to write down 3 specific things I was grateful for. And specific is the secret keyword. This is what everyone gets wrong. At first, I was writing, I'm grateful for my family. It was a chore and did absolutely nothing. Then I learned the power is in the details. So I changed everything. Instead of, I'm grateful for my cat, I wrote, I'm grateful for how my cat, Leo, curls up on my chest and his purr is like a tiny engine of peace. Instead of my coffee, it became, I'm grateful for the rich smell of my coffee brewing and that first warm sip that's like a hug for my brain. See the difference? One is a thought, the other is a feeling. Being specific forces your brain to relive the good stuff. That's the secret. Third, how to do it. This was the most important rule. You have to actually feel the gratitude. After writing each point, I'd close my eyes for 30 seconds and summon that feeling. The warmth, the peace, the joy. It's the difference between looking at a picture of a steak and actually tasting it. That was it. 3 specific points with real feeling every single morning. I have to be 100% honest. The results were not instant. Week 1, honestly, it felt like homework. I did it, but my inner cynic was screaming, this is ridiculous. You have real problems. Some mornings, it was legitimately hard to think of anything good. That's how out of practice I was. But I stuck to the rules. Week 2. This is when everything started to change. It was like my brain had a new mission. Instead of scanning for threats, it was now actively searching for positives. I remember seeing an amazing sunset and thinking, yes, that's going on tomorrow's list. The habit was starting to leak into the rest of my day. I was actually enjoying small moments I used to rush past. By the end of the month, the change was insane. It's not like my problems disappeared. The deadlines were still there, but my relationship with those problems completely changed. I was calmer, more centered, and less reactive. It was like I built a mental buffer against stress. The world hadn't changed, but I had. So what actually changed? It boils down to 3 huge things. First, my entire mindset shifted from scarcity to abundance. After weeks of retraining, my brain started finding the positives automatically. I woke up feeling lucky instead of feeling like I was behind. I was less jealous of other people because I was so focused on what I had. Second, my relationships dramatically improved. Because I was looking for good things, I started noticing all the small, kind things people did for me that were invisible before. A coworker bringing me coffee, my partner taking out the trash, a friend sending a meme. I started saying thank you and meaning it. This created an insane positive feedback loop. Third, my physical well-being improved. This was the most shocking part. Because my mind wasn't racing with worries all night, I started falling asleep faster. I had more energy. And there's real science backing this up. A gratitude practice is linked to better sleep, lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol, and even a stronger immune system. I felt less anxious and more resilient. A small thing like traffic couldn't ruin my day anymore. So why does something so simple work so well? It's not magic, it's pure neuroscience. Like I said, our brains have a negativity bias. This habit systematically destroys that bias. Every time you force your brain to find 3 specific positive things, you are literally carving new neural pathways. Day by day, you are retraining your brain to shift focus from threats to blessings. When you feel gratitude, neuroscientists have seen that it activates the part of your brain that produces dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Over time, your brain gets better and more efficient at creating these positive states on its own. You're not just putting on rose-colored glasses, you're fundamentally changing the lens you see the world through. It's a workout for your brain, making it stronger and more optimistic. Look, you don't have to take my word for it. The only way to understand this is to experience it yourself. So I am challenging you. Just try it for 7 days. That's it. 1 week, 5 minutes every single morning. Grab a notebook, use your phone. I don't care how you do it. Just follow the rules. 3 specific things you're grateful for, and take a second to actually feel it. If you're in on this 7-day challenge, make it official right now. Go down to the comments and write, I'm in. I want to build a community of us trying this, and I genuinely want to see how it goes for you. And of course, if you found this video helpful and you want to see me try more insane, life-transforming habits, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It massively helps the channel, and it means you won't miss what's coming next. Thank you for watching. Now go start your list.